The mask, a reminder of our shared lineage, a weapon against the darkness of night. What started out as a movement with our brilliant billboard campaign not only inspired people, but also struck fear in the hearts of people who don't mean well for our country. From people trying to impersonate the person behind the mask, to our billboards being targeted and violently taken down.
This is a criminal act.
As you can see, this billboard has been vandalized.
The faith the people had in our movement was never shaken. Even our spokesperson was kidnapped by authorities.
48 hours is the maximum the person must be released. But you keep the person for 7 days for a misdemeanor, and the court admits the.
Alright, abusia mama kwa aba abo di Asempa TV. Aya musomfo di Asempa nie. Mejidi se ukuta u phone a wo hwe me na chese ogba ade na dawoma. Ho odin se ne meso me ho den no. Abusia ara ne yehwe eye abra ye nua na kwa me bidi akọ ene Captain Smart ekohia aye no. Na me ka se niam ahodo bi wo ho ma e bia wa hwe interview ne da. Ba wa anhye ne so. Ene ye be hwe video ne nkae no a awie no ye wi a afi no ya baba ensem no mu na machaw niam bi a ekoso ewo oman ni mu a ewo sa me ni umie ni na ye twe adwen esiso na mo yetumi ama ensesan pa a ye pɛ no wo oman mu no aba so se ne be ya mencha ho me kasa ho no meso se ne de di kan ye wo su di Asempa TV a be subscribe to channel no be share no like it na fi we invite afofra mo ma be kan busuako no se ne be ya abre ne abre bia ye di video foforo editu mu a on sa be kan bi no ahwe yenko hwe ne mra e ba ye nyaraje aba nsem no e de amo
tribute. Maybe so why the mask? What share me the strategy, the marketing plans and everything about it. What share me to know your bobo your name near dear na chose share me near dear. Nini na chino e ye trimu poben na shechiri. I dream poben and na shechiri.
I dream pardon say your mind no a drew baby you generational authority and acquired to say as a set tembiano you train ni nyini and I drew baby and son a drew so now you show man necessary a system it's just called changing the narratives in politics okay nti ye who say mre yi mu ayetimu yi enkura ne young people omo Ghana ha no omo doso champanyfo no nti na yen so eze ye tie ko ni yetimi gina ye nam se yen so ye ba mu bi enkura no so e ba mu bi nti ye hwa enkofo a enya inspiration free omo enkofo te se Kwame Nkrumah Patrice Lumumba no omo nyina they were in their 30s and their 40s and omo gina omo nam and they fought, they worked hard and they gained the people's trust before power was taken. Now power is not given. Power is taken. And power is taken and these are the works that you have to do behind it before even God can give you the courage to take it. Inti anamon yetu. Ena ye ku ena ye kakra bi. But ye nyini Bible mu kra wo sika kra na mediama no. E ba ba ye 1000. Ena kakra dodo no mu no e ba ba ye nation. Inti anamon yetu. Inti adwene eda ye ho eda ye chi ni se ye bebo ye ho modin a enso na yetimi awura gate yi mu a emma amanfo timitena akonwa mu enya tumu bia omode hihye emansem ye to develop the country to develop the nation ye pesa access no bi na yenso yetimi wo se na ebetimi ayaboa nipa we na omotimi abaye da omotimi enya average salary instead of minimum salary na se na ebetimi aye wo regions no na regions no so instead se bedane ekurase no abedane mine na ye de nyina boma ni ehwe economy a ebehu se sisi no we will have a middle economy na ama se ewiase eman ana kro kasa yenso yetimi akabi na me free se enye mpanyifo pe ene obetimi aye enkura nso ewo sa ahode na ombetimi de aye bi nti media me hye nkura omwo kro ma nkran ene ma omutetifia omadane housewives se de bi uswa ahoden wo ho nyansa wo ho enimje wo ho eti se otimi ko wanim it is you have to fight and make something work for yourself, for your nation, for your people. Inti yedi adwina ehye mask na chi no. But na yen so ye pese ye ma ni pa hwehwe yen ansa na omuhu ya omobisa the same questions a obisa no. Inti ye ba ya enyo adwenbone ne ye denam. Ye ba ya eye adwen bi a ebetima boa man ne ye denam. Eye adwen bi a ebetima boa nipa omuwo Ghana omo pese omo yiye enoma bi anaso mbenya adwuma bi anaso mbenya mfaso bi free enoma omo pemu nti na ema ye etu anama se yenso ye beje power ni bi
na che se anamo no ye trimopa ebeboa Ghana.
Yes. Nti wo hwe kra na convention, the convention no ye fa politicians too and ye fa activists too. Okay. Na omo voice ekọ akire ena ye debo modin ade omo ba krom ha se mo mara be gina bebia ye nya ye independent na omo share proposal no ni invitations na ye de ma omo no omo hu se na ya na Kwame Nkrumah
efri
ekasa ye SAS location ya na ogina so ekasa ye ma Africa nyina eteye nti se enenu so ye nya chance bi se ye be kwa kokasa ho ama nkura any African leaders nyina wu say Africa mraso say e be si Africa ana say e be bom Africa na etese ye koyanim ne ye nti enumu asama no
say wo hwe CCMRE ya ye wo mi there are lots of venues na sa niema we na betimi akoso na me wo question back wa me pese me busa why the Independence Square?
Na Independence Square no and they very suitable for the thing. Now Oshem Krofo e de omo ba omo ye leaders. What you say? Si aka se do omo ko stadium na se nipa 30-40,000 ko ba ho. Na stampede bia na se bibi ko si wo ha. Na asay o mani din.
Okay.
What you say ye hwe beach nso a intimi fa nipa ne nkoguo emfa mpanyimfo se nkoguo. E na Ghana ankasa nso no ye ni arena anase ye ni space bia itimi fa nipa ebro 5,000 ti senke wo bi dia nke de ombe ko ti ehwemu a na ehu se Independence Square no apart from stadium and any space pa ebitimi afa nipa 30,000 nti nipa kra na ye hwe omanim no na omo ye between 10-15,000 just akwa 20,000 but ye sha se ye ticket no ye ni buy ho so no ade no 12 days kra na di promote ya Yeni buy once na drew 19 to 21,000 nkofo a omo register ticket ni se omo ba ena nkofo nso a na ye schools ni ade a omo nso pese omo represent no nti ya akra na eti betua omo buses petrol ni buses ni bibia de omo ba school fo nyina se omo ba obi a se opese omo pete omo bete saa edin ya omo tete e wa Africa ha se omo so kasa ena na New Africa Foundation so ye wo pabwa 5,000 a ye de che ye want tare ye want normal and a stars and so omo kroma nyina no omo nso de omo tare dada abom se humfa man nkrofo ni bi yen sign autograph mom enti ye de na ye awade ene ye wo ho a festivity event just say ukokra 50 years kra no obekai say
at least we be awade
convention na ukọ ho no nso no wan ko fie kwa wodi mpaboa na ko ya na se wodi nyansa na ko ya wodi bibi ko ya enti adwumpa ene ne ehye ade we yachi na wo hwe kora na wo bo unse ye tua security ama security for eko MTTU eko omonso ene omoko kasa ema omonso approve 80 policemen ye bisa e mine say mumboa we protocol police ne motorbikes e be fa nkrofo e free airport omo beduru airport TV fo ne ade nyina so ko hia omo nti me de na me fi say ya ama na ye fe
nti state protocol kra ka ho na ye fa omo nyina free airport ko be bi omo ko the beginning
nti time na omo sha say omo revoke no na omo stop omo revoke police for them so omo revoke bibia what you say nti ye de so wo hwa new force de ye ba say ye be system ye ba say ye ba be build a middle class na wo hwa na wo hwema a independent movement which is the freedom movement and a time achi say a cuts a political party minti bi ma try ye be 16 regions sa requirements na we read the constitution na bi sanyina ya ye ni nyina it say ye timinya at least provisional licenses for our political party. But Usha clause now, I say 7 days, we will respond. 7 days, Oma responded. Ni omodia to say CIA police for Usha MTTU. On say yakwa request security for ye tuomo sika. Omo na oma kwa request yama police for now approve say we will support you with 80 policemen, with soldier men, with all of this. Inti bibia ye bia no ye de to 2 years. What I say, encrofor mubesi adie encrofor plane tickets ni no de ombaba baby ombeda ye bibia te senia e bia global citizen a free abrochire ba kroma say ono so be ye ni show no mo ye no ye be to compete with them. Now this time no dear a homegrown yani ye from Ghana, and then leaders no so omokasa no omo so free Africa ha, but wo hwa global citizen no dear e man no e di akire ekoboa no eko support no. What I say, Omampenyi, a casao, and I know so abrofo, and I know more yes, I didn't know. And he said, me Obroni be casa mammy for new force. Now say a mining problem, but Obroni for France be your show, no mining in Akotana chair. Now mean shadow a minor journey. What in Amatron, because Ushima, ye drew yes sooner and go for free Africa. I move free different in Kenya, Zambia, South Africa, Nigeria. And Krokro when you know you crash so Africa. And you cry, express so one penny for be baha so many yan cry and they yan my becassa, ya becassa, ya cancel mo, a monko.
And then a course one casa, when you call be, who text message be, who WhatsApp message be, what actually happened?
Captain.
Then a course to catch it.
Be friend. Say, Misha DIC, the man in the mass. No, me de me show the Chiramu Kakra. Say, no, but me say, Freedom Jacob Cizano. AKA. It has him. You see, people know me as cheddar, but people think cheddar is cheese. Cheese is cheddar. In the area, you misunderstand what you're seeing.
Okay.
You need to understand the character. You need to be able to understand the mindset behind the character. And you need to be able to understand what this character, what is he improvising? What is he implementing? What is he orchestrating? What is he developing? If mama approve bia any issue because wo hwɛ me a menya akra me free Ghana ha me de ma no e kasa keke so wo hwɛ a landmarks wo kroma bi no me so free me ho enye broni kra na be si ye e bibini a wo free wo krom na si ye what you say wo hwɛ adwuma esese de ma nkrofo ma ye bi metimi 20 per 300 every month na me bakra wo da me fee kra ne mpa ebu e bia 1.5 year ni me fix here because sika no bi so no eni nyina e wo ne kobia nti won krofo a sese ye de ma omo what you say nti menye obi a menenam ha me agrobi na medi menim na meko na menkwanso mentimi nya ne ameye what you say na menkwanso ntimi nya nipa meka se mi sisi adan tintintintin na matokas na manya sika me pese mo so munya bi me pese nkwanso o munyine no so o muso timi ye ne ameye ne bi. I am an example to them. That is my leadership. I want people to understand, say, do not hate me. Don't be jealous of what I've become. Appreciate it because God has some for you. You have life, you have time, you can do it. You know, and I want to be that character. I want to be that person. I want Ghanaians to understand me. Say, when I said, say, oh, I'm this, I'm that, I'm a savior, this, that. No. I thought about it, say, the people who are struggling. The people want to do what others are doing. The people wish they can do it, but it's impossible because we haven't created the provisions for them. Yet, we have what it takes to make them all become successful. Inti ya bayad ya nimpa se ekuro we bia ekurasi we region we sika se na daho. Yinim se uko takradia sika egu more than trillion. People from etu ebi too gold, ebi too boxer, ebi too normal no mude ko. Yenim ho hwe. Inti ya ya ba se monso mo ma ekwan. Se mo de mo pese mo ma ekwan kra na se mo be ma go into industrialization and create the jobs now. Then let us merge as the private sector and the government. This is our bargaining chip. If they don't, then we would go ahead, campaign to the youth, and if the youth believe that the future is ours, then we go together. Because this time here is what God has given you. You should not trade it by selling your soul because someone gives you 100 cedis or 200 cedis and tell you, go and put it here. No. You should have to use it for a good reason. That's why you use your thumb and it opens the door for you. You can use your thumb and it opens your phone for you so you can see what is in there. When you put on the Until we don't have to waste it. Now, what about Ubu say, Obi Kase or Pesoya president? Or no, Connie, my own be some say, Mumbuami. Namenya president. Into Omo Buano. No, I am president. Uba Africa, my man. Obi Pesoya president. Or Connie, my own, so Uji, Namenya president. Nasano, near Odi, or Cocacho, Mose Mumbuameno. So be a president, or the Omoka. You also bow or say Nakotuma, and also your president, then the kaka. And democracy no twisted kakra. And to say a correct no. What you say? It is say as a son, and he said, you know, we're westernized, we're Democrats, and we're following democracy. But the actual way of building it, the rules, the regulations, you know, the explanatory of what it is itself, it's not what we're practicing. We have to practice it right. We have to let the people do things with their will. And I believe that the youth who are up now, sorry to say, they are looking for a way out. They are not looking for a way in. The way to wait till they become 60 to become a politician so they can fulfill their dream. No, we have to change the narrative. The new force is here to do that. And I am the one facing it. And it's taking you a while for you to see that mask come off. But as it came off, what do you think? Am I handsome? Oh my God. Tell me, what do you think?
Oh, well, to those who didn't know, we'll say you were handsome.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
So 2024, all other things being equal, be able to toss din, baby, you know. Say, count those, won't be ballot paper, and so on.
Oh, nyame de maka ho. Nyame de maka ho. Na nipa da se nika so obejimi a. Then they should remember say they are trying to question God's grace. But I believe that no man can question God's grace. You see, when God gives you grace, he empowers you. Okay? And he would let you tread upon the cobra and the serpent.
The cobra.
The lion. The lion and the snake. He will keep them underfoot. So this empowerment is not just from me. I think that there is a spiritual, mental, and physical push, you know, and I'm sorry. In Kanyebiano, kami wamejuma biye, kami wakakrebidi. Na ushe adia ubikas woye politics wa maimuha na se African group ma no mo yedi yomwa wa ubesuru.
Ubesign kra.
Ubesign. But akukudro na media babedru hano. I want to guarantee you, I want to tell you that I'm taking you somewhere, and we together, we're taking ourselves out of whatever economic crisis that we've gotten stuck in, into a freedom economy, an independent economy, where every region can have their own economy, times it by 16, then we will have a real economy, a balanced one. Not an economy that obia pese free either Takrade, Cape Coast, Kumasi so oba Accra, Hanesika wo. Debi, ukwa brochire Manchester, it's a city. Liverpool, it's a city. Omu football clubs, omu businesses, omu bibia, odi ni nyina boom. Now the land in Kahwa, and they England. What's it about China? And then they England. Inti se oba Ghana, na se ne wa Accra. Na se se ye kro crossing intermediate me ba say omunyina meboamu usha. There are different people in Ghana who are great examples. One of my favorite entrepreneurs is Despite. Usha no background baby o free what timi ye e dia bedru baby a wadru e ye obi a ese say ye ne template ne dia kire nkura say munhwe so na munye bi munhwe so. And so we no nebia nkrofo ni obi anwoya ni no empire.
What born no dim I mean family sawe na yenko. A lot of people were sorry say aban wo ho say ye party be ye sorry ye gitumi no. Ya your mind ye no. So wo adwuma na ye di wani na ya kan adwuma na egu fam. Wo adwuma ba ko mienu miensa. Wunsuro.
Oh, and yeah, Jumano, and na a mammy Juni say, and it's a me away. Na sebi, Obia me catch us a me frasqua. Me bana me nkura hwe. Me consume nkura bibia. Ade a me jama ma ene ne me yama mo. Eno na mbeka enye dan kura me sie na mbedwene ho. Enye kaza me toy na mbedwene ho. Ade a mbedwene ho pa ne se akura bi sore ye. Na osore ye na ose ye man no se na sese ye hihye no nipa no se na sese ye bo amu na waye na oye ye no atesa nti wo be me konkrofo krom e bia me koteki na omu de obi picture boho obi office president boho but papa no so picture boho because na oye ma man no omu remfida e bia no me hwe kwa me nkroma na oye ma man na eni se ye refi no ye remfi no but me nso me hu se kwa me nkroma na obi wo ha wo ye ya wanwie nti enso betima to aso
na ya ye de chance
no na say a man no kase ye po ya ye nkrofo ene omo masore gina ho mo akukudura eno de enye because obia na obi enim say Jesus na baba ye Jesus ena obi nso nim say so nkomu ku Jesus no sa na ka baba ya nkom be kana mana nante
nko nkunu
what ya say nti adwuma ne de enye no na medwene ho minim pa say ebia enoma bebre baba minim pa say nkasa bebre baba fa me ho. But I never let what people say about me determine my morality.
That's right.
I will never do that. I will stand on my feet. Whatever that is coming, I will face it. I did not come here alone. God actually watched me. He realized that this young man has courage. He has made good use of my wisdom, my knowledge. The little that has come out from the wisdom and the knowledge, which is money, is what you're seeing me turning it around like that. Everything that you have seen, kakrana me wano, and then I me dibi aye billboards, di aye me komenim. Na emu no eduru mra se oman no pese omo boa me a. Omo boa me. Ni omo de ba boa me bia no so no, I will transparently declare it.
Okay.
What you say?
Eti Ubeko as an independent presidential candidate.
I am going, but if they decide to give me the certificate as a political party also, I will use the political party. Until the two are is open.
But what apply?
Yeah,
more provisional certificates.
After 7 days, they will give you. They haven't responded nothing.
For how long now?
3 months.
I check.
Yeah, true be but yeah, could be na you know. First, now I say, some primaries, some this, some that, and then. Koswa na fede obi have voice out orders from above. Orders from above no matiti wo baby bebre matibi wo yisi matibi wo convention matibi wo
say me enfama
orders no me nka say me enfa but you know the orders from above just say try we are waiting they say and I say yes see em close and I say yes enye say so for me I think say amino yamaya emrawom and na no bi wo ho nso a esese ye a efata enti ebi mu hwe me ana omu tie me sesei eti so omu tie me ne na omu tie me kasa ne omu se wo hwe se akra we owo ne obi fufuro nso anya owo sa industry ni mu na
obedu achi
boy do the right thing because there are people in politics who are just like me or I'm just like them. They are not better than me and I'm not better than them. So what stops me from being a part of it?
Me pese ye ba policies nim ye fa ne mako ye tase ne mako na ye kom ye wi ana mama akohome na me nsuma akohome ekiri ni ye hie wa ekiri ho aha but answer na mema obeko no me pese ye convention ni mu biom.
Okay.
A lot of people were asking the choice of personalities are now person mo kasa ho PLO Lumumba, Peter Obi. He became a thorn. One of them, Kwakrafo, Africa. Ha. The former African Union ambassador, that vibrant woman,
Dr. Arikana.
And then the fireman, Balema. Why these 4 people?
I chose these 4 people because first I picked 2 politicians, but I picked the odd against the norm. 2.
Okay.
Okay. Peter Obi, it's probably the most West African talked about politician today.
Sure.
Okay. Julius Malema, for 2.5 decades, he sacrificed his life to become a politician that he has been restricted to be. Now he's the leader of his party and he's literally accepted and embraced as radical as he has demonstrated himself to be, he is still now embraced and accepted. Inti me fa omutu. And I'm a far two activists. Patrice Lumumba has also spent 2 decades of his life talking about the mistakes of our leaders, governance, the resources that we're not using right. Dr. Arikana turned his back on the institution or the entity that actually gave her a job as an ambassador.
Sure.
Yes, and said that what you people are doing is not
wrong.
right. You have to do the right thing. They are very powerful with their thoughts that they think the right thing should be done, meaning that they cannot be bought. That's why I chose people who cannot be bought. So their word is bond, and I decided to build a convention with. But I knew that after the convention, the people of Ghana and Africa would have realized that I am on a path to change my country and my continent, because that's what I am on a path to do. You know, for me, presidency is not something that I see as a vibrant position that one has to acquire. After all, because you come to inherit debts and all these problems. So when to me I'm fixing up, now I'm mining bobo, and Tibino, and your fault. I dare say, Omuntimi, they can't handle it because Obi Hokrana, Wabesi, Works and House Minister for Works and Housing, but no one see apartment that, one see dine that, and so yes, one know when you Works and Housing. What's your say? And no one be actually your leaders in so. And Kofoya me do mobile no. Na me pese omo voice no. A katsako actually. Na even the likes of BBC, CNN, Kofoa radio, a media for mobile who nyina African Report. Enya bibi de ko. Omo who say yes. We have woken up as Africans. Now we want to industrialize our own minerals. We want to industrialize our own human resources. We want to, we want to change our continent. We want to empower our youth. But all the time, you can see, say, there are people who are doing something conniving in the government sector. Either say they make you look like a criminal, they write bad news about you, they say this, they say that. I've seen people even now, it's clear that there are stars and other people who are paid by some political leaders just to destroy other people for them. That's their job. I'll take money and I'll go and destroy this person for it. Sure. We can't build our nation like this. And end up with the cancellation.
How were you told say for venue name?
Oh,
it was just by a letter.
1 hour. Huh? 1 hour before the event. 1 hour. Just say yashishe bibia eduane I de be manipa 8,000 for free and so 20,000 bottles Red Bull, Lamborghini, then all of it. It's about 40,000 drinks. I've paid for people, musicians, production, everything.
How many minutes? 1 hour. 60 minutes to
when they were saying the buses were coming and people were dropping and they were stopping them from entry.
Yes,
they came there the night before and they were trying to say receipt near BBR. What you say? Almost say national security. No mushim fear if you are nipa miensa. Intermediate frame catch me. I wasn't there myself, but the workers. And so they saw it as a threat. And me too, I thought, say, oh no, this is maybe a joke because they show me a receipt in the video. That video, almost some back a reanimu. Say, oh, they think that they have a show there. And I said, oh, you have a show. Where is your receipt that says that? You don't know, it's a government show. Now, I'm the helicopter basis here. I said, helicopters, a basis here. No more BB some for military. So this is what they said. Inti Usha by 3 p.m. no 3:30 no the helicopter ninam adenisro one helicopter to. TFR say and idea is serious. And if they also na for police and soldier army na omodin tuoba.
Hey,
na workers in the say so musro kakra. oh nti beginning ni de na omo gina omo na so say na ye we receipt ye obi bia but e drew sa no na afi de enkofo aba mu book akra emi so me try my best me frefreye ema mpanyimfo bi ema ye kire me say they will get back to me to resolve it but manti obi anka na omo sha ase say omo pam enkofo no nti me de me hu say ade no enya ade a metimi a control bi na agye me nsem but ne na me hwe ne say enkofo ye de omo ba na enkofo nso a omo ba because enkofo ye de omo ba na wo hwe the way I cancel no ama me dwene ho say e kro no e bi asesa enti se na etie biem na that's where my worries were and many nso wuye because akwai say penyimfo mo Africa mato from omo akase na wo akra ye judi na judi ade na wontimi enka nkire wo mindful say ne omo ye ne nya me so me ntimi me try and try nti ho na na engwase no afia ba
me share wo list no the first question I mean papa bia why ye security adwuma chenam say hey who did the security analysis before these people even agreed to come some baba be kasa wasajwedi ase Dr. Rikana be catcher wa obagana so be launch book lawyer bia wonya ne be call lawyer Safa Bebrese ono ne ka book ni na aboa no last minute say be launch book no ya ma kwanti ya ma book launch number so Ghana haya last year na
hey ana bia wona waka na nti onu ti ara onu
ankasa nim eti book launch no eye troka
pasa oye literally have Ghanaian
that's right amaso again we share the way some European countries authority no African Union your papa ba ku bi wo ha na oye Ghana ni ya me pese me body din ana okwa akopre de omo de year no wo he Malema na nkasa ne baba ku o Ghana questions said the tata no wo Kotoka International Airport and ibufu ya kra ka o ya asako when you na chi no mpanifo na wo frɛ wo mo ka say they will get back to you no then wo mo catch you later membo obi adin
obi am frɛ me
obi am frɛ obi aje obi ansem
na obi anso enka nkyɛ me say ebia kafra watiase because unhu akɔhyem unhu akɔdim wadim akɔgyinam nti ebia kafra kose na ubetimi ayebiem minya san hyenkran no free
obia ho
na enye se bia enipa okroma mpemase minim se nipa pemase mpa
mepawase
o mampanyi yamadamfo opemase debi ono ohumi ofre me cheda wati ase de yire obia ya menamfofo minim difference no MPP NDC minim namfofo na minim se mahama ya madamfo na mehuna mechia no mene ne besere wati ase obia panyimu bia no medibuo ma no wati ase nti eduru se ye kan max hu nsem no na ama nipa ayese o matwe o hu kakra
efi hu
na me so na me mpese me de politics be kwa ha mebusuafo I quite say minti na eni ba be da o mo nti me so na matwe me hu kakra na me hwe so akoso aye ne sese be ya
pacho timer we nyina ko wie se wontimi nye convention no Malema kadai
Malema no na o ne ne yire e wo baabi enunti na ese wo the private plane ba but e kru no ba ko a esese wo gina o refile plane no na onya landing permit nti o ka kire se obeye feed live feed aba nti ye de na ya organize it with the show say edru ono so obekasa he will be live and speaking to the crowd nti ya cancel ade no na inyina ya chinase it's hata mne Peter Obi na PLO na doctor ti adwene ho ana yesi o enye hwe ye ma omo press conference no mu se ye buy say ye ba be yesi
now omo reaction one about the country say ye be ya de to say Obi anywhere, obetiti obia, obia mbetu obia. PLO Lumumba, o Phyllis saying Okaden, Dr. Rikana Phyllis saying Okaden, and then Peter Obi.
Honestly, I think that Ghana was the last place they expected that we would do that.
They were all disappointed.
Yes, they were. Apart from disappointment, I think they were shocked.
They were shocked?
Yeah, they were shocked because, you know, Ghana is considered to be the most peaceful country on the continent. You know, with the best stability, both in economic and politics. So even if they had political issues, they know that they would deal with it in a democratic way, not in a very forceful way. What you're saying, they were shocked.
Were your people under duress to remove the stage things are no more fixing in a
say
omo pama dom na no mo muntutu mu niema
say obi ba na say nkrofo ba no mkretu na national security heads ne police helicopter you know masa I do say ahonya ade a obeka say ukogina ho say nti nkrakra na omo gina bonten a omo buafu omo kasa no na eyo ya because ebi free Koforidua ne bai ebi free Togo ne bai ebi free Liberia ne bai you know ebi free Cape Coast ebi nso free Accra nipa bebre free baby na wo hwa eman no Africa kra no se wo behwe na wo hu dom bebre se ya aya na obi na etonwom te say whiskey da na Burna Boy no mo concert nti ye first time o ma hu se 3-4 leaders be kasa ena nwom so ka ho ena ntare so ka ho ena ye ko so what in America nti so mo faso no mo yet say a political ambition bi na me de o mo buy to come and na unveiling no crime be no enya crime
obey bi
yebeye na ABI yebeye o Nigeria and yebeye o Kenya. We're already in discussion because I want people to know that the convention has become a movement. It was an alerted awareness that we decided to create amongst the African provenance. And so Ghana is where I'm from. Okay. And I managed to convince them to start from here. Unfortunately, it didn't. But the nation, the continent, the countries in the continent are looking for the next location.
Okay. Patrice Lumumba, Dr. Rikana, and then Peter Obi. Omoko John Mahama ho. Ukobi.
No, we didn't go to John Mahama. We had lunch together.
With him?
Yes, because...
At his residence?
No.
Where?
In the Chinese restaurant in airport, the old one that has been in Ghana for 20 years. I forgot the name.
Okay.
Please help me. It was... They
they
had a branch before in
I don't know.
On Wuwei. Okay, so in a Chinese restaurant. And so I was even the last person that was there.
He invited all of you?
No, Mahama didn't invite me. So PLO and Dr. Arikana was already there, eating.
So how did he get there? He knew of this meeting, this lunch?
PLO.
No, John.
John Mahama was there when I got there. They were already there. So I think PLO already know John Mahama.
No, I know, but maybe say womu koshiano. John a restaurant I could no who no
I think it was a planned lunch. I think they had a planned lunch. So for me, I was...
Oh, you didn't know?
No. I was just called that this is where they were. And I said, okay, I'm coming.
By PLO, Arikana?
Arikana, there was Timmy, Frank, and I think some other people, you know.
One of them called you?
No, it was the woman, Dr. Arikana, because...
she's the one who called you?
Yeah, because I was supposed to go to view a land with her that she owns, that she wants to develop in Ghana. Because you know the husband is Ghanaian.
Ghanaian, sure.
So around 2:30, that's when she called me that this is where we are. So maybe come. Then from here, we go.
Okay.
And Mimi called, you know, I knew some Mahama was there. But when I got there, you know, there was a seat arranged for me to sit down beside Mahama. And then we just had, you know, a general conversation. First, we were talking about, you know, African governance and how the future should be. And then we talked about the country, how it should be governed. You know, we all made jokes of how people, you know, politics and how people vote and this and that. So this was just the conversation. I don't even remember us discussing the convention there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but it was just a lunch talk.
Bibia about the
a lunch talk.
Yeah, cancel.
No, we didn't have. that discussion.
No.
I think also, being a president, it's a very high position, so they respect themselves. I've encountered, an audience with Nana and Mahama. These people, they're dignitaries. They respect themselves, in the way they talk, in the way they speak. So I just think that the media like to create their own thing about them because
you felt honored. I mean, having all of them there.
Oh yes, I mean, I am blessed. I didn't think that there could be a time that I would call some leaders that they would come. I didn't think that there could be a time that friends like Floyd Mayweather or Naomi Campbell will say that I've sent a private plane for you. Come to my event because I want you there. Do you understand? So I'm trying to wonder what are they seeing in me that I'm not seeing.
Okay.
So it's value. It's a value for me. For me to know the president or the ex-president, for me to be able to know, say, I know him. Well, that alone means that God.
Mahama Kade, did he say anything about you, Arukana, Lumumba?
Oh no. But I remember PLO mentioning that I have something coming. I have a mission. There's greatness. There is. But this is all after the cancellation and everything. Just making him aware that what they saw, they were impressed. They realized that my vision would not be enough for Ghana. My vision would fit in Africa. It would make Africans stand up. So the Western will start to respect us based on what we have and why we're turning it into what is becoming.
Mami, 3 areas. Now, we share how you handled it. First of all, agriculture. What's your plan?
My plan in agriculture is that I plan to create 100,000 entrepreneurs. And this is something that I'm advocating for women. When you look at our economy, almost every woman is becoming a housewife. And then the woman that has managed to get their job has become too powerful that they might not even have a husband or a boyfriend just because they're responsible for themselves. So the dynamics needs to be adjusted a little bit. It needs some kind of adjustment. And I realized that when I studied all the regions, I could rent all these lands from the chiefs in all the regions. And I could grade the land myself. I am going to supply them with seedling and urea. So I am the investor in this project for the women in all the regions until I create 100,000 of them and they will start farming. Now the women of our country are the same women that cook for us. They cook in our houses. They should be responsible for planting the seed, for harvesting the seed. We, in return, will be responsible in putting the plants there so they can process the food processing.
Okay, I'll have another time with you. I'd wanted us to go deeper into some of these areas, but...
So yeah, the 100,000 women that becoming entrepreneurs as farmers is coming.
Your vision, your mission, well explained. Semi here will to come on this show. Dabenda na beba.
Oh, send there some much time yambu to your answer. Say we there announcement is who hear me be message there. Oh, wait there so bad. No much
don't be surprised. He went to a Palm Secondary School. Now senior anymore. Thanks so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
So,
thank you very much. I've enjoyed your show. We a friend Brofuni tree you gave me comfort to speak my language and to speak other languages that I understand better. I was a little bit jittery when you were lashing the government because now I cost watch it, but I came here for other things. I'm full of courage, but now person me trust Tanzania can never can. What I say later now the opposite catch on no catch.
All right. Eti mami fa wonsia na nyame ya doma yebe share juada. Minia be that say.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The Mask, a reminder of our shared lineage, a weapon against the darkness of night. What started out as a movement with our brilliant billboard campaign not only inspired people, but also struck fear in the hearts of people who don't mean well for our country. From people trying to impersonate the person behind the mask, to our billboards being targeted and violently taken down.
This is a criminal act.
As you can see, this billboard has been vandalized.
The faith the people had in our movement was never shaken. Even our spokesperson was kidnapped by authorities.
48 hours is the maximum the person must be released, but you keep the person for 7 days for a misdemeanor, and the court admits the person to bail, and you still want to keep the person. Is that how you do your work? Is that how you do your work?
Treated brutally and deported under false pretenses. The human rights violation has become an embarrassment to our country on an international scale. This did not kill our faith in our movement as we believed in our message more than our safety. The convention by the New Africa Foundation, an affiliate of the New Force movement, where international African leadership heavyweights came to ignite the voices of Africa, was targeted and shut down. The powers above believed it was a means to unveil ourselves. Yet their plans to stop us ended up making our review more powerful than ever.
And when I'm not here also, I want you to remember that I came. And I want my absence to be felt. And for that reason, I know you're looking for the man. But the man in the mask is sitting in front of you.
The mask is a representation of what it means to brave the fight against darkness, embrace the change with resolve and might, embrace the new force.